Hi guys. Okay, this is an extra video for Shabby Chic Journal Group, and it is dangle tags. I chose this because I get to touch on a few things having to do with tags so that you can kind of get your creative juices flowing by the usage of things that you wouldn't think you could use in a shabby piece. Okay? Not only that, it's about the layering and stuff like that with tags. The first thing I want to touch on is the tag itself. Okay? You can use all different kinds of tags and make your own as well, but you can also, they don't have to be tags. You can actually do cards, like literally cards, and round the corners or round just the bottom corners of a card. You can use chipboard for cards. You can use so many different things. They don't actually have to have designs on the top. You can literally just make a card and have this as your tag. Another good idea for tags, because we have sometimes a lot of strips that are extra, you can use bookmarks for tags. So keep that in mind. Bookmarks can also be used as tall, skinny tags. So for those strips that you have extra, or extra chipboard from like making book spines, you can literally turn those into tags by them not even having tops on them. And that's what I'm getting ready to show you. So I'm going to take you out of the box a little bit on your normal grab a tag and make a tag, okay? These little guys right here, I just threw up on PowerPoint and Canva, okay, to make for you guys. And I made sure that I was using the same ones, just in case you wanted to kind of get a start with the designs that I'm doing, and then to jumpstart you into your own kind of lane, okay? So these four, there's three, and then I threw in an extra little, it's called a box tag, but they're actually like, to me they're like pockets, but they're called box tags, or flip-flop tags or flop tags. But I'll show you at the bottom. It's at the bottom, but I did throw you in the one extra of those so that you can kind of get an idea of what those are and kind of play with it. This is the main one I'm doing today. This piece right here. These two tags for one tag. So you can get this. You can get this one. And this one. These two I completed to show you. This is one, and this is one. And I completed these two because this is tags. This is tag 2 and 3 large, tag 2 and 3 small. So all these are printable, and then here's your box tag. And you cut it out and you fold the lines, the flips. And this little one sits inside of this big one. Okay? But all these right here, you fold, or you can score it if you want to first. It's easier that way. And then you just fold it in. And then you can make 2 holes and tie it. And put a dangle on it. So, these two are extra for you to just kind of explore with. I threw that in with the printables. So all these printables are in Raspberry Paper Scissors page, I should say on Raspberry Paper Scissors page, and you guys have your own folder in there. I just wanted to let you know that. If you go into Raspberry Paper Scissors page, Facebook page, you click on photos. Inside photos is an album called Shabby Chic Journal Group Printables. And those are all the printables that I put out for you guys for free. Okay, so they're specifically exclusive for this group. So I thought I'd let you know that. Make note of that. But on the front of the Raspberry Paper Scissors page, up in the featured highlight, there's a little note that says that. Shabby Chic Journal Group printables are in photo album Shabby Chic Journal Group Printables. That's the name of the album, actually, to make it easy for you guys. You actually have your own file inside Raspberry Paper Scissors Facebook page to get all the stuff that I'm putting up for you. This is the printables for this week's extra special video. So I just wanted to show you what they look like printed out, because I printed them out. The first tag. To save time, I have taken this. Okay, I've taken this, I cut it out, I copied off, I printed out the 3 papers I wanted in cardstock. This one had to be a full page because of its size, but this one I printed 2 5x7 side to side to give me an extra page on the, so I wasn't wasting the 8.5 by 11 paper. So this, all the ones that I'm showing you except for this one right here, you can do both the front and the back, right? Of it for on one page. If you print it 5x7, you'll get the 2 on the one 8.5 by 11. But this one needed a full page, so I had to print out 2 full pages because of the size of this. And I wanted to make sure I did the big one on camera for you. There's a lot to talk about here in this short time. Okay, so I took this and I cut it out, and then I put the paper on the front, right? Whatever paper I chose, I put it on the front, and then I cut it out, and then I cut that out, or you can put it right on this if you want, and then I cut it out. Okay, then once it was cut out, I turned it over, put the cardstock, printed cardstock on this side, and then turned it back over and cut it out. So I would do the same process that you would be doing. So I made sure I did it. Okay? Now, if you don't want to print these out, you have your own tags. And let's say there's a hole in the middle, right? And has the little, the bumper on it. Just peel the bumper off and you can use that for this project. Yeah. But it was to show you that to step outside the box, you don't need a design on the top. You can even use a page punch to do a design on the top of a square if you don't want to actually make a tag out. So remember that, because I do a lot. I use my scraps so much I can't even tell you guys. So I'm like all into taking something square and making a really cute tag out of it, which you'll see as we go along. You'll see me do that. You'll see me put fabric hoops on top. You'll see me do all kinds of stuff on top as a grabber. Okay? On a regular square piece of something. So this is just to step you outside the box a little bit. It doesn't have to be a tag. It can be a card, a scrap, or whatever. And you can create a beautiful tag out of it. The second thing I want to step into for you and get you out of the box is layering. Yes, layering your tags. You can do 3 layers on one tag to give it depth, a visual, a focal point. You don't have to just take a tag and decorate it. You can put the paper on this one, have a different piece of paper on this one, decorate this a little bit, put another one on. You can layers and depth really pop your tags out, especially if you're going to use them as a page piece on the layout. That would be great. So if you're going to tuck them into a pocket, of course you want to maybe just no more than 2 layers. And you can raise this, or you can glue it to the actual tag. And I'm going to show you raised as well. Just know what kind of pocket you're doing it. Are you using as a page layout? Because I'm going to be doing a lot of page layouts for you guys. And you'll see that I'm actually using a tag form for the page layout. So, and we're going to get to those too. So you'll learn that as well. So this is Dangle Tags. So what I'm going to do is, I've got these 2 pieces. I'm going to do this raised, and I'm going to use risers. And these are risers. And what it does is it bumps your page up, bumps your cluster up, bumps your whatever you have that you want to pop out. It bumps it up so you can tuck little flowers underneath, or a little note, or something. You use a riser. And these are risers. These are thin line long ones right here. See that? And I'm going to apply these to this. And two's good. You only need two. Because use this as a, if you put a little bottom piece down here. So like if I was to take this and do this. Right? Just like this. Now whatever I stick down in there won't fall through. So you can actually make a pocket this way as well with your riser. That isn't the intention on this one, but once again I want to take you out of the box a little bit more by using risers. Now let's say you need to go into something really thin, like a pocket that you just like glued around the sides, right? It doesn't have any score folds on it for the inside of your pocket. Then of course you would probably glue this piece to this, and I'm going to show you one already done glued and versus the riser. So this has the riser on it. I'm going to kind of go a little bit up on the top, a little bit higher on the top versus the bottom, because just like that, because I'm going to put dangles down here. Okay, because I'm going to do that, I can put a little word, I can do something right here, and then decorate the tag part. Okay, and the tag part can also have room to kind of hang over whatever I'm putting up here as far as elements. Okay, so these are called risers, and these are super little, you know, for like little pieces you want to add. Okay, I want to add a little pocket right here, and I want it to stick over a little bit because I'm going to be using this for a page layout. I'm not going to stick this in a pocket. I'm actually going to use this in a journal on a page as a whole piece. So I'm going to let this stick out a little bit right here. And I want this to be a pocket. So, let me open up my glue. I'm going to use glitter, okay, art glitter glue. And since this is sticking out, I'm just going to glue like this. Okay, just like that. And I want it up here a little bit because I got plans for down there. Okay, so there's that. I want to put goodies in it, right? So I'm going to get my bone folder. I want to open it up a little bit while it's gluing. I want to open it up a little bit so I have the space while it's setting, the glue's setting. Make sure I have space to stick the little goodies in there that I want to put in there. Here we go. Okay, now the goodies. I chose these two little goodies. Okay, I'm going to stick those in there like so. And then I chose this little tiny glassine sack that I made, right? And I put a bunch of little goodies and tickets and little stickers and all kinds of goodie stuff in there. Okay, but it's too plain. So I went and made a little cluster. I made a little tiny cluster with just some fabric scraps. And I'm going to take and use Fabri-Tac to glue that on. Because it's fabric, it's material, right? So I'm just going to put a little tiny dot there. Just like so. And I'm going to stick it right in the center. A little bit up in the center, a little higher than lower. Why? I know you're all saying to tuck it in, right? So it'll tuck into the pocket. Push that up just a little bit more. We'll leave the space right down here empty so it goes right in the pocket. Like so. Okay? I've been reading your guys's remarks and comments on certain things that people ask or show. And one of them I've really been noticing a lot on in the group is, what's a snippet and what do you do with them? I got this big old long thing all done now. Now what do I do? Right? This piece right here is off of a snippet. Because I do scraps. And you know what? We're going to do snippets. So you're going to be able to see all the different things that I cut it up and do with. But if you've got one on hand and you don't know what to do, I'm going to give you a secret right now. Cut it up. Enjoy it. Love it. Add it to your pocket tops, your tags. Use it as a top tag piece up here. Use it as a cluster. Use it as a page end. Use it as so many different things. That's what you do with snippets. Because it's all done and you just cut it up the way you want and the piece that you like. And then use it and put it right on top of something just like we just did. It just made a whole decorative sack. So that's the secret to snippets, guys. And we're going to do one. We're going to do one, I think in June, I'm going to do one with you guys. I'm going to do a little tiny paper one with tie back, and I'm going to do a little tiny fabric one. But that's another video. But I wanted to bring that to your attention with this. Snippets are coming back to this tag. So we've got our little pocket. We have our little bag. And our few little pieces that we tucked in here. Now I need some fabric. Some little fabric pieces, some texture pieces, and then this is the focal point. So I'm going to take these little guys. Okay. And I'll glue them on here. Little piece right here. Let me get some scissors here. Go about right here. Some cheesecloth. I want a little bit of pulled cheesecloth on here. Oops. This little piece will go on this side. I hope you're all having a great day. This will go on this side, but I don't want to glue this yet. But I'm going to glue these two pieces onto it. Onto this. And then we'll place this when I put the focal point piece on. This is too wide for me, so I'm going to cut a little piece. This is sari that I have in my hand right now. Sari ribbon. And I'm going to do like this. lift up a layer a little bit because I still want to see, whoops. I still want to see this little bit of ribbon down here. You can see up close the piece. Okay, but I'm not going to place this one yet because I want to place the focal point here. So let's go ahead and place this, my little guy that's going here. So I'm going to place him on here. Let me highlight him a little bit. I'm using ground espresso just to highlight him a little bit off the white. I'm going to highlight him just a tad. This way he'll pop off the tag a little bit, and I put risers on him. Okay, so let's peel the risers off. One little guy down here. Okay. Then we're going to go ahead and put him like right here so you can see the blue. Okay. And then lift this up. Glue the back of this a little bit. Lift him up a little bit. Slide this under here. Here we go. There's your tag. So we have the fabric, we have the little pocket, and then all the little goodies, right? And this can stick out, right? Because I'm using this as a page layout. When I say page layout, I mean like, let me grab a Midori and show you. You have your junk journal, right? And you have a blank page in your junk journal. Okay, this is just for pretending. This is your junk journal, right? I'm going to use this as an entire page like this in my junk journal. It's going to be a whole page. Now, do I make it a top pocket? Do I make it a side pocket? You know, what do I want to do? Or do I just want to lay it on there and just have the whole page like this? So you can actually use these as whole page layouts. Just, it's all done and you just design it right inside your page in your junk journal. That's a page layout. That's what's so great about these. Okay? This is a Midori. If anybody's wondering what a Midori is. This is a travel Midori. So, since I'm using it as a page layout, right? I got that done. I got my focal point. I have some fabric. So all I'm missing on this one is the dangles and my little tag, my little word tag. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and do dangles. So, dangles, I want to do 4 because of the width. I want to space 4 in here. So I'm going to measure, and it's about 4.5. Let's just go 4.5, okay? So we'll get my pencil, and I'm going to bring the quarter over to make it even. my center would be 2 1/8. Okay, it'd be 2 1/8 right here. That's my center. I'm going to go 3/4 in, the 1/8 over 3/4, the 1/8 over the half. Okay, and then I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go here. And it's going to be similar to the same. Then I'm going to get my, this is called a big shot, big mouth, right? The big one, the crocodile. The crocodile is a hand one, but then this is the bigger one. I call it an alligator since the smaller one's a crocodile. So if you hear me say alligator, it really isn't. I just call it that. But just know that when I'm saying alligator, it's this, okay? But it is the crocodile big mouth plus, or the big shot plus. And I'm going to use the smaller, there's 2 small and large hole punch, and then the presser. I'm going to use the smaller hole punch. I'm going to go here. Right there. Right there. Looks like I made 5 holes, didn't I? There. It seems more realistic to me, the 5 holes. That just seems more realistic to me. See, it seems more realistic to me. This one too. 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks better. And then I'm going to get that back. I don't know why I put it back. And I'm going to put these little guys. I don't know if you can see them. Let me pull them up because they're tiny. These little pink guys. They're pink. They're turned over, but they're pink. Like that. And I'm going to put them through the little holes. I only had 4 out because I was going to do 4, but it just seems more realistic actually doing it, right? To do 5. I'm going for another little guy. Okay, so I have them all lined up in there. And then we'll go ahead and press this all the way forward. See, I went from here and pressed it forward. And now I'm going to put each one into the little hole. Press. 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 press, press. And there you have it. Okay. Now, I pre-made these little guys to save time, but it looks like we get to make one. So, what I did was, I took and I have a lobster hook. I added a pearl, a dangle charm, which this one's the little lollipop. I'll bring it up to you. And then I tied a little piece of sari. Once I hook this in, I'll push the sari up like this. Put a little glue dot. I'll put a little glue dot right here. Once it's pinned in, I'll put a little glue dot right there. Push this up and tighten it like so, and it'll stay up on top. But first I gotta get it in the hole. So this one's a sucker, a little sucker with the little pearl. Let me pull that up so you can see. I want to make sure you see it. It's upside down, but you see the little sucker, pearl, lobster hook, and little sari. Okay, so let's go ahead and put these in. I'm going to open the lobster hook. You can buy these by the truckloads everywhere. There's no real specific place for lobster hooks. And I'm going to put the pin to the back. Put that back down. Put the pin to the back. And just pin it. Bring it forward. And I'm going to push this up. And I'll glue it when I'm all done with the other ones. Bring it through a little bit. There you go. And that's how it dangles. Just like that. I'm just going to set this. I'm going to set this aside so it doesn't fall out again while I'm doing this. I did 2 light ones and 2 dark ones, so the cream will be next. This one has a little cream sari, and this one has a little bow on it with the pearl. And then this has the other little sucker, and that's the other end. And then the middle one right here has the little crown with the pearl and the sari. And the plan was to do these 2 in the middle, and this here. This will leave this one open. So we'll make one with this dark, sari for the middle. The pink, sari for the middle. We'll make another one. We'll make one of these. So let me hook these in real quick. Let me show you again. So I'm going to bring this through the hole right here. Right? Pin it back here. You can't push it against me, so it's a little difficult. And then I'm going to push this through. See, and these are going to go through, see, and stand straight and dangle, just like that. And when I do the glue spot on them, it'll hold it in place. It'll literally hold it in place along like that. So, let's turn it back over, okay? And let's bring it down. Let's bring them down, like so. Make sure they're all down like this. Okay, just like that, just like that. They're all down. All the mouthpieces are in the holes. And then I'm going to take a little bit of fabric tack and just put it right on top of right where the mouth is right there. on each one. You don't have to do this. You can just let it dangle however it wants. You know, it's creative space. You do you, you guys. I'm all about doing you. You know? This is just for inspiration and learning, but once you get the, you know, kind of the idea, I'm going to use my tweezers to hold this. I'm going to hold it and then bring it up. Stick my tweezer in there. And then push this up. Just push it right up like that. There's that one. Grab this one. Bring it down inside again and push it up. This one needs to be down, back down inside before it dries. Just like that. Bring it up. Bring it up. Grab this guy. Bring it up. And then grab this guy. Bring him up. So all the little ties are at the top where the things are. And then you have your dangles. It's hard to see on camera, but like so. Because, you know, you want to hold it up to show it, but the camera is at a different angle, so. Okay. Let me go ahead and grab a lobster hook. And I need to grab a charm and a pearl. I'm not sure if I have any long ones out of this or not. I'll have to grab another long piece because I wasn't ready. Oh, look at this. We have one right here. We got a piece of that. I'll be right back. I'm going to grab the pearl and the pink charm. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so let's pick out a pink charm. We've got sucker, bow, nothing, crown, sucker. So let's do, what do we want to do in here? A little flower? Do we do a little flower? Or do we do not a butterfly? Or a star maybe? Since it's kind of theatrical with the bear, right? How about a heart? What if we do the heart? Is there any heart on here? I'm trying to see what he's got. I think we should do the heart. Or do we dangle this? Maybe we should do this guy. What do you think? Let's do this guy. Let's do the center dangle. See? It's all about creativity, right? What comes to you? It's a great example. I like that. Let's do that. Okay, we don't need that then. So, and let's not do a tie either. Let's just let it dangle there. I already have a jump on it. I already have a jump ring on it. Okay, so let me just get my tools. And let's open this up. There's already a jump ring on it too. Let me know in the comments if you would have picked this. Okay? Or should I change it before I put it on the page? Come on, get in there. What do you think? Tell me. Tell me in the comments. Good choice? Or do we switch it out? Do I switch it out for the heart? If you want me to switch it out, do I switch it out for the heart or the flower? So tell me in the comments what you guys think before I put it on my page. Okay? But there's Dangles with the sari on it. Gives that shabby little touch there. Okay? Have Tammy get a zoom in for you. A zoom in for you on this. These are so fun to make. They're just so fun. Okay, and we're going to do stories for the tag. For the word tag. Let's stick our little goodies back in here. Let me get some glue. And I put the word in a little rusty frame. Just to throw in a little shabby there too. Okay, so let's just put this on. Line it up right. Oh, I just slid it. If you use glitter glue, it'll dry faster. I just had the Fabri-Tac open. It's okay to use it, but it just takes a minute to dry. Gives you setting time, which is kind of good. There you go. So there's our tag, guys. Right? We covered this up with decorative paper. We only did one side, we only covered up one side of this, right? Because the other side's being taped on. Focal point. Some fabric and texture. A little pocket. We let it stick out on this one because it's going to be a page layout, right? We added little goodies. And then we added this little sack full of goodies inside. And then we put a little cluster on it for extra texture and focal. And then the word. And we put risers on this one. Remember, this has risers on it to make it more dimensional. See how it pops off the page when you put risers on it? There it is. That's a dangle tag with all kinds of different goodies, stuff with it for you to learn, or, you know, little tips and tricks or secrets or whatever. But let me show you the other two that I did, because they're different. So this is the one we just did. Then we have this one. once again, remember you print these off. This is the arched one. And there's the other piece glued. And it's glued because I put a frame on this one. So this is the two layers, different sizes to give you that color, the difference in the two. And then I put a frame with a picture in it. And the word smile. And since it's a bicycle, I used 2 vintage bicycles for dangles. I didn't put any raffia, on this one either, so it looks kind of really nice, kind of blends. Little flower. With some pearl sprigs, some little cheesecloth. And there's some thread down here. Okay, there's that one. And then this is 3-dimensional coming up. Are you ready? And there's the other arched. See the arched? Arched. And then this has the cheesecloth and thread in it. And I did the 3-dimensional butterfly. Hey, by the way, this butterfly, look. This butterfly is chic hers. Happiness and Crafting. This is one of her butterflies, by the way. Yep. Well, 3 of her butterflies, but I made it into one. But yes, because they're different designs of paper. Each one has a different design of paper on it. See that? See the design of paper? And then this one. All 3 have different designs on the paper. So we have 3, look at 6 layers on this. 1, and this is raised, can you tell? See the difference between the 2? See how this one blends in? This blends into the card, and see how that pops up? That's the difference. And then I added the little, all 3 of these have the little down here. And then there's some more cheesecloth, and then the word Shabby. So this is actually 6-dimensional. And I just put pearls for the little body. And the same pearls are on these down here. If you look close, I put the same color pearls down here to match the butterfly. So I hope this gives you ideas. Tell me what you think. Do you like this type of video? Do you want more time, more than one tag? Should I change this dangle out? Put a heart or a flower right there, like these guys? Do you like the concept? Are you going to try them? If you try them, drop me a line. Drop me some pictures so I can see them. Say, oh, Susie, put my name on it. Like, tag me in it so I can look at them. I'd love to see them. I love watching you guys. I always go through. In case you haven't noticed, when I get time, I try to go through, as many as I can in a few little time I got between filming. And I like click and I'll heart the pictures because they're so cute. I go inside and actually look at your guys' pictures and heart the picture part. Got another extra coming up. You get 2 a month. You get 2 the challenge and 2 extra videos a month. And this one is Dangle Tags. Shabby. These are Shabby. Okay? This was a lot of fun. Thanks for watching, guys. Have fun making these and let me know. Let me know what I do with this too before I put it on the page. Okay. Don't forget the printables. The printables are in Raspberry Paper Scissors Facebook page. In photos under your own album. You have your own album. All the printables that ever come off your videos. You can print for free. Okay? Talk to you soon. Bye.